breathing again? Hey, y'all. Now that I see we are live, turn that on high. How is everyone doing? We're going to get right in here. Y'all say hello. There you are. And I typed a comment. I guess it went live as soon as I did the comment, and it didn't post. But anyway, so Miss Tiff is working on a wreath. Yay! Okay, we're going to do a red bird tree topper today. This little red bird came from Hobby Lobby, and if you're like me, you'd think, how in the world would you attach it to a tree topper? So what I did last week before last, yeah, I try to plan things ahead. So it wasn't last week because I wasn't here last week. Week before, I came in here and I put some E6000 on here and put my pipe cleaner on it. And then I put this felt on there. I came back and I put, and y'all can see that, it's not going to stay there. The hot glue was still on there, a little warm, when I tried to see if it was going to work on there. So then I came back after this set. You need to let it sit at least 2 days for sure. But this has been sitting over a week. But earlier this week, I came and put hot glue around it. So it's not going to come off unless you really pull on it. So we're going to use that. We've got some stuff from Hobby Lobby. I think these might have come from Walmart. This came from Craft Outlet. This had another birdhouse on it. I think it had 3, or I might have had 2 of these pigs. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I've had this 4 or 5 years, and it came from, it might have been longer than that, y'all. It came from Deco Exchange. I was able to go to Deco Exchange. In fact, it's probably been 6 years. So I just never have used this one because it was before 2020. So it's probably 6 years old. They had a live sale, open sale at their place in Chalmette. And I went, and that's where I bought that. So anyway, they may not have those anymore. The ribbons all came, this one came from Walmart's 4-inch last year or the year before. Some of these came from Sam's, Craft Outlet. I'm just telling y'all where I got my supplies from. Okay, in case y'all want to go get y'all some. All right, let's get started. Enough of all that. Hey, Tay, how are you? Glad to see you and welcome. All right, so we're going to start with this snowy pick. It's a spray pick, so it's got 2 different textures. This is like a long leaf pine, and this is just your little typical, you know, garland greenery there that's white and it's all got some flocked snow on it. So let me see what I forgot today. Yesterday I forgot my felt. Today I did remember it. So the tip I always try to give y'all, as you're adding stuff into your tree topper, always go ahead and wrap it with your floral tape, because if you try to hold all of them at one time and hold them in place, let me tell you, they're gonna fall out of place. I used to get frustrated before I figured out you go ahead and wrap the floral wire in there, floral tape, so that they go ahead and sit where you want them and they don't move as much. All right, let's see. And it's dealing with flocking stuff, so you know the nose is going to probably go to itching. So how is everybody doing? All right, so let's use our redbird, and y'all can use anything. You know, it doesn't have to be a redbird. You can use anything. So I'm going to find one of these stems that feels pretty sturdy, and we're going to wrap. We may go down to this big one here. But I like to do different tree toppers. Y'all should know that. We've done some nativity scenes that are tree toppers. So I like to try to figure out ways to have, you know, different tree toppers than anybody else. And the way I came about doing the nativity scenes was a friend of mine requested one. She said, I want a tree topper. Can you put a nativity scene on it? And this was last year. And I was like, I'm up for a challenge. So, yeah. We did it. All right, that's going to set that sideways, so let's don't do it that way. Let me pull this down. Let's wrap it around the bottom of this little stem. Y'all, I'm just figuring out just like y'all watching, y'all figuring it out with me as I do it. So I'm just, let me bring this down so y'all can see. If you're a crafter, you know you never have a big enough table. If the bigger your table gets, the bigger you need. Okay, so I've got it twisted here. Now I'm going to twist it around the big stem here. And I'm not going to pull real tight. I want it snug, but I don't want it to pull that branch down, so we're going to do it that way. And we might use some more of these branches to kind of support it. We're going to see. We might can do something like that. So you make it look like it's nestled in there, but then this branch will help hold that up also. So let's do that. Because I don't want it to be flimsy. By no means. Lizard on my dig. Oh no! Get that lizard, Div. Hey, Miss Andrea. How are you? How is everyone in there? Are y'all warm? Are you cool? It's a little cool here today. Probably up around 60, but here's the thing. And I'm just putting y'all hot glue right up under here, trying to get this a good, I want a good amount of hot glue up under here. I want to hold it. We can be 60 degrees and have a south wind, and it be comfortable, like, you know, kind of warm even. But if we have a 60 degree with a northern wind coming in, it's going to be really, really cool. So, our driveway's about 1/4 of a mile long, y'all. And I got out there and blowed it today because it had pine straw. It had leaves with all this wind and rain. It needed some attention. So I had to get that done this morning. Once we get this attached really, really good, then we'll be on to the races. We'll get it going really quickly because this one, I think it'll go quicker than the one yesterday. Just me thinking. Now this, where I'm hot gluing all this to the bottom, it's gonna really hold it good because the bottom of the bird has got that felt on it. And I'm getting hot glue all over my fingers. No way, not me. Okay, let's see. We're gonna make sure he is attached really, 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 really good. All right, so that just looks like his tail is sticking out from in front of the branch, and I'll have to move this back up because it's going to get tall. I don't want y'all to see the whole thing. All right, so I'm going to wrap this pipe cleaner back around. I want to make, y'all may not be interested in this, but I want to make from scratch, homemade, the soldier hat tree topper. Last year, I think, or was it the year before? Last year, I think. Might have been the year before. Hobby Lobby carried them, and I have not seen them since. All right, let's see how we're going to do this. All right. It's really tall. All right, so you see how cute? Just by adding that already, it's going to be so cute. Hey, Miss Tricia, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Called hubby, but he missed, so he is still loose in here. Uh-oh. Tell him happy birthday. Right now, how high is 88? Feels like 90. Oh, that's not good. Y'all still having summer, Miss Andrea. We've done moved on to fall, pre-winter, something like that. Okay, so let's see. Let me get a white pipe cleaner here. It's good to have supplies close by, so what I want to do is I want that to help be the main stem back here. So let's tie this in a couple of places. I did yesterday, and he said thanks. Oh, he is very welcome. This is what I'm needing. And we'll put a little hot glue on the pipe cleaners so that it does not come undone. Let me get that out of the way. And we're going to tie it one more time down here. And when we get finished putting our bows on, I'm going to load it up with glue on the inside of there, down here, and okay, that should hold. Just so this doesn't get too whimsical on us, I'm gonna, right where the stem of this birdhouse is coming out, I'm gonna just give it a little extra support so it don't come out and go nowhere. So I will tell y'all, I don't offer, you know, to change up a tree topper. And the reason, if I've already got it made, because I glue everything. So my sister-in-law wanted that pink rose gold tree topper, but she wanted a different bow. So I went and bought new supplies and did her one, because it's easier to make one from new supplies than it is to take one apart, because I would have ruined a lot of the material, because I glue everything because I don't want it coming apart. When it's together, it's together. When I get it done, it's pretty much done. It's like no looking back now, no turning around. Okay, I want to kind of pull that back a little bit. I hope everyone is doing okay. We're doing good, Miss Trish. How are you? That red and white snowflake ribbon is so pretty. Thank you, Miss Andrea. That, I don't remember if I bought it last year or the year before, but it is a 4-inch and it is from Walmart. So, and Walmart has some 4-inch velvet ribbon that is pretty, and it's got wires in it, y'all. So this tree topper is not gonna have like a ton of picks in it, but it's gonna have enough that's gonna make it pretty. And of course, we're not gonna have like birds on the back or anything. It's gonna be where it's pretty. I don't want it to be ugly on the back, because y'all know, you have a rotating tree stand, you want it to be pretty. So I do want the back of my tree toppers to look pretty. We're going to take our floral tape here, and wrap it real good, and we're going to add on to all this. I think the red's going to pop up against that white. Mistress, the red, white snowflake. Okay, doing okay. That's good, Miss Trish. I'm so glad you joined us today. All right, let me get my big wire cutters here and snip this. I might. There it is. That was a thick one. Okay. say, I thought I brought another pipe cleaner over here. We're going to bring this one around. Now, that's what it's looking like on the back. So see, we're gonna have it looking pretty too. I'm gonna add just a little bit of glue on the back of here on this birdhouse, because just for a little extra support. I've always loved this pick. All right, let's see. Look at there. This is one of those little pick attachments that it just folds there on. So we're gonna need to make a longer stem. These came from Walmart. Hobby Lobby has them. I don't remember the prices. And even if I did, they've probably changed since I bought them. If you've slept any, the next day, prices will be changed. Let's get some needle nose pliers, and we're just going to mash this. Crimp it. Nose is itching. Now I don't want a big old green stem sticking out, so we're going to make it white. Lizard gone. Watch that lizard. Y'all, so my dad's the other day, and I seen a lizard. His tail wasn't but that long. It looked like something either stepped on it or he got in a fight and lost his tail, or it's kind of funny. Bless his little heart. Okay. Just a little extra here. Okay, so now it's not going to have that big old silver clip on it. Which way do I want it in here? This is going to kind of help the back, give it some life. So with this one, you can feed it through and make it look like there's more in it than what really is, because it's got so many of those little prongs. Let's wrap this one. Last night they had the velvet ribbon in several colors. They have a navy blue, and I want some so bad. That's good, Miss Div. I bought a couple rolls of ribbon from Walmart last year, and it was pretty good quality. It is good quality. They've really stepped up their quality of ribbon. It's most of it's just as good as Hobby Lobby. Surprisingly, but yes. Okay, so what I'm doing here is just trying to arrange them where they don't look like they, that they're all just weaved, but they actually look like they're coming in different branches. And that's just going to add just a little bit of color down here. So those are, so far they're sliding off. Watch me say that, I won't be able to get this one off. Let's see. It is cramped a lot tighter than those other two. Well, maybe. Turn it away from us anyway. Turn loose. There it is. We got the stem too. Right. We're gonna fix that little problem. We'll just put our own little stem on there, just like this. Ooh. If I find the plug, do you want me to send it to you? Well, Tiff, I seen our store had a couple rolls. I just I didn't get it. I was trying to refrain myself. Yeah, I was. Why was I trying to be a good girl? Being a good girl is not fun. I'm just saying. Let me see if this. Gotta add this one here. It is not any fun to be a good girl. Y'all, I have not stopped. I have not sat down and ordered my glue sticks yet. They're still in my save for later part of the cart. If I don't do that this week, after next week I'll probably be out of glue sticks, so I've got to sit down long enough. This has just been a very busy and hectic week. I had a friend call me last night. I was trying to get stuff ready for church and get out the door, and so I didn't get her call back. So I don't like to call people late. I just slung that. So she called me this morning, and I missed it. I had to call her back. She said, "Girl, I thought something was wrong with you." I said, "Girl, Just been running crazy almost, it feels like. Y'all, I know y'all have those weeks too that you just feel like can't get everything done. No time to sit down and rest, no time to, you just gotta go, 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 go. All right, let's see if we want this one here. We're gonna fight with it a minute and see. Weave a couple of them back here. Bring this little part forward just until we get these kind of situated. We got a tall one, we can kind of weave it up. And I like these because you can, you know, make them as shorter as long as you need them. Pull that little, and I may come back in, y'all. See where that little wire's showing? I'll probably get a little dab of paint and touch up that wire, the paint on that wire. I don't like that showing. I won't do it on here. I'll just get a little paint on a paintbrush and kind of dab it. And y'all, this does not have to be perfect as far as your floral tape here, because it's not going to show. We're going to cover it all up. All right, let me get that off. I know, LOL. Please don't forget to like. Thank you. And to the silent watchers, thank y'all for being here. Sometimes I forget to say that, but I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate everybody being here. We're going to do one more pick, and I might add some of these balls on the front, and then we're going to wrap it up with our, we're going to cover up our stem and put our bows on. We'll have a bow on the front and the back. And time is a precious gift you can't get back, is what I say. So I appreciate y'all spending your time with me. All right, we're going to put that one there. And because I can't get my tape up in there, we're going to use this white pipe cleaner. I'll wrap it around that main stem. And if you wanted to do a green stem, you could do that. You could do the green with the flocked snow on it, with red berries. That would be pretty. So many ideas. This would be pretty on a white tree, but you could do it on a green tree. So what do y'all think about the red bird tree topper? Do we have any Redbird fans in here. What do you think? Guadalupe? Is that how you pronounce it? Or is the G pronounced silent? Guadalupe. We love it. It's beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Well, Ben's, it's looking okay. I'm going to use this for just a second. And we're going to do something right here. I'm going to probably get the big old wire cutters here. Put a little muscle behind it. Wrap the tip. So that little silver is covered up on the top of the tip now. So now we have 2 picks instead of 1. In that way, we can add some balls up to the front of our tree topper. Okay. Using a lot of these pipe cleaners today, aren't we? Get that twisted tight. And we're going to need another one. Because all these, I got one that's wanting to poke out right here. So we're going to tie it down real good. Just going to come around all the little stems. And pull them in together. And for the members, we will. Yes, okay, thank you. I didn't want to say it wrong. I'm so happy you're here. I'm going to pull these tight. Now, I'm just twisting it, y'all. I just put it around all of them. And we're going to push that in. All right, we got one more we're going to use in here. And that side's got, get it balanced out a little bit. Y'all got an old antique spool? Use it for a tree topper holder. I've got vases with little rocks in there holding some. I've got a couple of those wooden spools. Alright, just folded this little wire just to make it a little stiffer. This will be our last pick, and we're going to put our felt on so that it looks pretty up against the tree. And I got to have 2 pipe cleaners for that, so that we'll have something to attach it to the tree with. Then we're going to attach our bows and be done. See where we're going to put these 3 balls here. That's probably plenty long enough. Going sideways in here, y'all. Well, there's where that goes. Pull it out a little bit before I can get to it. Get some more glue on it. Chase it down. Down in here now. Get on up in here before anybody sees you. All of our sprigs is wanting to fold back up in there. We'll have to rearrange our little red curly cues. Take it down in the middle of them. That'll probably work better. There we go. There we go. We'll get it figured out here in a second. I'm going to wrap it right here. And the reason why I tell y'all every time the tip about wrapping each stem as you go is because somebody that watches this video may not watch the other tree topper videos, and so just trying to share that tip that if you wrap each stem as you go, it holds them in place and saves a lot of frustration. For sure. bring that one around the back. And once we get it all done, because I'm going to have to finesse on it anyway after we get all the felt on here. All right, let's do that. We'll put the felt on and the bows and we'll be done. Very pretty. Thank you, Miss Tricia. Our kids are trick-or-treating tonight because nobody will be home tomorrow night. Football town. Yes, football. They'll be playing football on Halloween. Y'all, how is it already October 31st? And then we spring forward. No, y'all. We fall back this weekend. That means it's going to be getting dark earlier. I like daylight longer in the days. But there's a lot of people that like it getting dark earlier. I'm not a fan, but I like, you know, I'm covered in snow. But for all the ones that like it getting dark early, have fun. I like the long days because I like to be outside most of the time. So I like daylight longer in the evening. But it'll be spring before we know it. All right, let's not get the cart before the horse. Fold these in half so that you know where the center is. Just like that. Okay. Now, you could get you a zip tie. Some people I've seen on Etsy, they sell them with like this, and you just get a zip tie and you tie it to the trunk of your tree. I don't like that for me. I want it to be pretty, even though you're not going to see it. Who wants to hunt up zip ties every time you go get your tree topper out and put it on? We're going to have pipe cleaners here. Just like this. And if you would not mind sharing for me, I appreciate that. Y'all could share it. You can mash the share button. You can copy the link and text it to your friends. You can share it on your social media. I appreciate that so very much. Especially if they want to learn to make their own. Okay. So what I'm going to do, start over here on this side. Had an extra little curly Q on there. All right. So I'm going to take with this and put the edge of it on the side right here on the edge of this pipe cleaner. And I'm taking it up to where all these branches start flaring out. All right, here we go. All the way down the side to the bottom. And we're gonna, you know, dab our finger in some hot glue. I have no fingertips at this, no fingerprints at this point anyway. So that is beautiful. Like it. Thank you so very much. I wish I would just leave the time as it is, no longer days. Right. I like longer days also. shared it on my Facebook. Thank you, Miss Tricia. Yes, ma'am, I sprinkled. Thank you, Miss Andrea. Y'all, I appreciate that. Tricia, that is what I do also. Thank you, Miss Tiff. I appreciate that, y'all. I've had to be, since my mom's passing, I haven't been able to be regular. And that has hurt my views a whole lot. So I'm trying to be on as much as I can so I can build that back up. And y'all, I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we won't have to refluff all this because, let me get a roll of ribbon here. It'll help, I think, keep it from smashing as much. So what we're going to do is going to use this little pick that come from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to poke it right here. Poke a hole. Let's see. I will. Ooh. Sorry if I just made y'all dizzy. All right, so we're going to take this stem. Kind of made it crazy, didn't it? All right, and I'm going to put it in here. Now, I'm going to put this finger here just so it doesn't cramp and not want to go through. And then it comes out right there. We're going to do the same thing right here. And I'm going to go down through here. So that came out perfect. Just a little bit more hot glue. And then we're going to put where this one is supposed to come through, right here. Felt is very forgiving. Once you get that hole, the reason why I pull on it so much, it'll close back up. Okay. Now we're going to take this right down like this. Put that side in there. I want to go a little bit, overlap it just a little bit. Life happens, Tricia. Yes, it does, Miss Tia. Life happens, and you have happy times, sad times, all of it mixed up. I'm going to just go right here on the edge. Make sure it's got a good seal right there on the edge. I'm going to put some up in there and close that up. So, your tree topper will go down on the top of the tree. And this will go along the trunk of the tree. And this will tie around the back of it just like that. So your tree trunk, and it's going to rest about, probably about right. This is going to be at the close to the very top. You'll have a little bit. So now we're almost through, y'all. I already made our bows. The tails on this one, the longest tail is about 16 inches. And then when we get this on, y'all, it's just going to make the tree topper. When you get the bows on there, it's just like, voila. All right, so the way I do this, I'm going to take and send this pipe cleaner behind one of the branches, because, I mean, they're all tied together with that floral tape. And I'm sorry I forgot to zoom y'all out when I was doing that. I hope I was in camera. This one's going to come on. I'm right-handed and I can't do that way. All right. So I'm going to go up on this side. The little birdhouse is getting in my way. So this bow cannot fall down because we're putting the pipe cleaners on top of here. So it's got the floral tape that's up here. We've got this felt that's up here. And then when I get these bows on, I'm going to put glue in here. It ain't coming apart. Ain't no way. So I'm just going to tie this off here. And so you can put your bows, and the first time I did this, I did. Probably the first few times. And it was horrible, y'all. Because I would put my bows on before I would put the felt on there. And let me tell you, it's an act of Congress and then some to get them that felt on, because you're fighting with the bows the whole time and the ribbon tails and all the things. All right, so I don't want that. I want it to be pretty on the front and the back. And these are about a 7-inch loop. Look on my wreath videos. I have all kind of videos making bows. It's the same bow that I put on a wreath is put on here. The only thing, I'm only putting one pipe cleaner per bow, where if I'm putting it on a wreath, I usually have 2 pipe cleaners together to make it longer. That is the only difference. Okay, we're pulling that tight. Now I got to go up under here, tie this. She is beautiful. She's beautiful. Let me inside her now. So sweet. Oh, there is Mr. Baby. Here we go again. Every time I open my YouTube, there's beautiful face crafts. You go, girl. Oh, you're so sweet. I might keep you around there too. You be that sweet. Thank you, Miss Dia. I love it. Thank you, Miss Tricia. Oh, I love y'all, Miss Diff. I love every one of y'all. Oh my goodness, another fabulous Christmas tree topper. Thank you, Miss Andrea. I love you too. Hey, Miss Cheryl, how are you? Okay. We've almost got this one done, y'all. So now, we got to get our bow situated here. So with wired ribbon, I'm gonna fluff it out. There we go. It's done gotten big, hasn't it? So I like my bows, the loops fluffed out, and then that way you don't see nothing on the sides. So your tree topper is going to be beautiful on all four sides. So see how they get mashed with them being wired. You can fluff them back out. And your wire, if your ribbon tails get cramped, you take between your pointer finger and your thumb, and it just irons them out perfect. All right, so now we got to play with all this. I don't know, put that in there since I got my white felt on there. It might get a little dirty. I don't need that. We need to keep it clean. I got a vase somewhere I can set that in. All right, so now, let's see. I know what I can do. Let me get this tree that's standing right here. I've taken the top off of it, but I can bring it over here and show y'all. So y'all just pretend this is your tree topper, the top of your tree, not the tree topper, but so it doesn't matter if it's pointed or not. And if it's got a bunch of those little sprigs up top, you can just fold them down. But your tree, your stem is going to go next to your tree trunk. It's going to sit on top, and then you're going to wrap the pipe cleaners around it and twist them. I've got one done and it's holding pretty good, but I want it to be stable, so we're going to do two. And this tree is not perfect, y'all, so it may make the tree topper look a bit uneven. It's easier to get everything fluffed back out when it's sitting on a tree. So when you got your loops, when they're not, you know, if they get mashed flat, all you gotta do is just fluff them back out. And then the side, you don't see none of that. And I will go in here now and we will put glue all up in there so that it, on both sides, it does not come loose. And another tree topper we have. I've got to get them listed on in my Etsy shop. I was working on getting the pink one from what, a month ago. Loaded up today. And so this loop on your bow is just a one loop, and you just turn it sideways to go up and down, and it hides all the mechanics of your bow. And voila. work with your little sprays until you get them just like you want them. Here we go. There it is. It'll be up closer for y'all. I love the little red bird. Let me get these notifications out of my way. All right, there we go. Hey, y'all. Thank you, Miss Tiff, Miss Andrea. Thank y'all. And thank you for the newbies, the oldies, the silent watchers, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Time is a precious gift that you can't get back. So when you spend your day and your time with me, I appreciate it so much. And I have got, I'm going to have to find me a roller. So, next week may be off schedule too. I'm going to the chiropractor some. I'm still going to see my dad. So it's kind of throwing my schedule a little off. I will be here. It may be Wednesday and Friday. It may be Wednesday and Thursday. Y'all, I will be here. It may be alternate, but I will make a post on Facebook in my group. It's Rachel's Unique Crafts. It's a group. It is free. I'll make a post there, and I'll make a post here on YouTube so you can watch. Subscribe and hit the bell. If you hit the bell, then you'll see more of my posts. And YouTube, whether it's my channel, whether it's another channel, whose ever channel that you're watching, the more you click the like or more videos you watch of that person, they will show you more of their content. So that's just a little nugget there. So regardless if it's me or if it's somebody else, when you watch more of their stuff, they show you more of, they think that's what you want to see, so that's what they show you. So I appreciate y'all for being here. I love each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Get to crafting, make something beautiful. And for the members, we will do a little Zoom chit chat here in just a few minutes. And I hope everyone has a cozy weekend. Miss Andrea, I hope that you have a cool weekend. She's in California and it's hot there. So anyway, I love y'all. I will see y'all next week, probably a Wednesday and Thursday, possibly something else. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Who knows? I've got some tree toppers I've got to get ready. So, and then I have something else. I got another idea. I was going to do this on a big stand, but I'm thinking we may do it on something else. So we may incorporate this next week. I want to do the gingerbread theme on that. So who knows? I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye, y'all.